She reads your text, pauses, smiles. You're thousands of miles away, maybe on your couch, maybe in sweatpants. But in that moment, you've entered her mind, not with flowers, not with grand gestures, just with a message. That's the modern mistake most men make. Words are weapons. Texting is a weaponized form of influence. When used correctly, you don't chase women. They orbit you. Here's the problem. Most men text to fill silence. The high-value man? He texts to create tension. Today, I'm revealing 3 texting secrets women can't resist. Not because they're manipulative, but because they're rooted in stoic presence, power, and restraint. Forget waiting 3 hours to reply. This is surgical, philosophical, precise. Let's dive in. Secret number 1, the mirror text. Make her reveal herself to herself. Most guys text to impress. They tell jokes, give compliments, send pickup lines, or spill long, emotional monologues, all trying to prove they're interesting. But here's the Stoic twist. You don't become irresistible by talking about yourself. You become irresistible by making her reflect on herself. There's a hidden psychological force we all obey. People are addicted to their own self-image. A woman doesn't fall for you because you're a superhero. She falls for you because, around you, she becomes a version of herself she loves. So how do you trigger this? Use the mirror text. It doesn't show her how amazing you are. It makes her show you how layered, spontaneous, and alive she is. Instead of the boring, "How's your day?" text, try. "What is one thing you did today that no one knows about but would surprise me?" Boom! You flip the spotlight. Now she's performing for your attention. She's thinking deeply, investing emotionally, revealing something secret, spontaneous, sensual. You've created a microstage, and she's stepped into it. Want sharper examples? Text her, "Tell me the story behind that tattoo." Or, "What's your favorite lie when you want to skip plans?" These aren't casual questions. They're emotional triggers. They show you're not a crowd pleaser. You're a mind reader. That's dangerously attractive. The Stoic lesson. Let her speak. Let her reveal. Let her unfold. Don't impress her. Let her impress herself in front of you. Secret number 2. The negative space. Let her feel the weight of your silence. Most men don't understand the gravity of space. In art, the beauty isn't in the brushstrokes. It's in the space between them. In music, the silence between notes builds tension, meaning, emotion. Texting is no different. You don't seduce by flooding her phone. You seduce by letting her feel the pause. When conversation flows, most men panic. "Good morning. Did you eat? Miss you. Why aren't you replying?" Stop. That's noise. Desperation is the enemy of desire. Here's the secret. Tension thrives in silence. A Stoic man doesn't fear it. He uses it. Drop a precise message, then vanish. Suddenly she's thinking, "Is he thinking of me? Did I say something wrong? Is he texting someone else?" She's doing all the emotional labor. You're not chasing. She's unraveling the mystery you created. This isn't a game. It's about holding your center. Imagine texting. You're dangerously good at making people curious, including me. I'll tell you more later. Then disappear for hours. You haven't ghosted her. You've gifted her mystery. That's high-value masculine energy. You're not here 24/7. You're here to be remembered. Let her sit with your words. Feel your absence. Let her imagination fill the gaps. When her mind is full of questions, her heart follows. Secret number 3. The shift text. Disrupt her emotional pattern and become unforgettable. Logic doesn't win attention. Desire lives in emotion. And not just any emotion. Contrast, disruption, a jolt to the system. If your texts make her feel like she's in a warm bath, scrolling half attentively, you've lost. If your text snaps her out of autopilot, makes her stop, reread, smile in confusion, that's where the fire starts. The shift text flips the conversation. Light, flirty banter suddenly becomes layered, intimate, or mysterious. It's like lowering the music at a party and whispering directly in her ear. Most men are linear, predictable, one note, nice guy, flirty guy, oversharer. But the Sigma, the Stoic man, he's unpredictable, he's different. His texts reflect that. There's a principle called intermittent reinforcement, the same thing that makes slot machines addictive. You never know when you'll hit the jackpot, but the possibility keeps you hooked. Desire dies in routine. Break it with unpredictable, emotionally layered texts. Make her anticipate your words, not because you're always available, but because each message reveals depth, restraint, and presence. How to send a shift text. Start light, playful, safe. She says, "I'm bored at work." You reply, "Starting a paperclip rebellion. Supplies must be freed." Playful. Banter. She laughs. Then shift. "I honestly like how your brain works. You're not like most people. There's a sharpness there." Suddenly, funny becomes insightful. Casual becomes intimate. Another example. She texts, "Leg day at the gym. Send help." You reply, "Leg day's brutal, but I bet no one notices how competitive you are." You seem calm, but your mind's always racing. I've noticed. You've taken something ordinary, made it personal, revealed that you see her in ways no one else does. That's the cinematic effect, the kind of message she rereads later at night, wondering if you know her better than she realizes. Timing matters. Don't throw gasoline on a cold fire. Warm it first. Build comfort, rhythm, familiarity, then strike. Shift when she's engaged, when conversation is playful, and never explain it. Don't say, "That was random," or "I know that was deep." You drop the line, let it hang. That's confidence. That's Stoic masculine energy. Calm in intensity. Truth landing like a blade in silence. Stoicism isn't robotic. It's mastery over emotion. You aren't ruled by chaos. You play with it. The shift text is your brushstroke. You make her laugh, think, pause, and wonder. You disappear just long enough to leave a mark. You aren't a text machine, you are presence. Each shift leaves her imprinting moments of attention, curiosity, desire. She says, "Lazy weekend, LOL." Don't reply with "same here." Shift. "I get that vibe from you. Like there's a whole storm under those lazy days. I like it." That opens a crack in the wall. If she responds, you've been invited in. If she ghosts, she wasn't ready. That's okay. The man who knows how to shift doesn't just text women, he awakens them. Remember this. Women crave presence, depth, contrast. They want softness with strength, silence with gravity, play with intensity. Perfect grammar, memes, or emojis don't cut it. They want to feel you behind the screen. They want your words, your timing, your restraint, your insight. If you master mirror texts, negative space, and shift texts, you're no longer just texting. You're creating curiosity, tension, attraction, presence, and memory. You're the high-value man who doesn't chase. He magnetizes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video on NS Stoic Wisdom.